All right, it is yet another day, and it is a good day because we just managed to conquer the Clickstack Union, at least carve up their territory like the bitches they are, and that's exactly how we like them. So let's go and carve up their territory nicely. We have 7 new planets in our territory that we need to take care of, so we're going to go and carve all of those up within the realm of what we need. So, yeah, let's just add these to some things over here. Yeah, that's good. Down this and this one over here. That's good. Give you as well. Good. And that means we got 3 more. I'm just going to extend this sector, which is Elnath, I think it is. So let's go to our sector management here. Elnath. Elnath. There it is. So, okay, let's go and add all of these systems to that. That's good. That's Katana. That is Sector Sol 3. For Sol 3, by the way, those are the humans. We do have those within our empire. So let's go and add all of these. Good. Good. They're all now nicely part of our territory. Good. Very nice. So we can actually deal with it. And Celestial Throne is now part of our territory as well, which we can control directly, something that I'm very happy with. Money is no longer a problem anymore. It wasn't a problem a long time ago, and I doubt it is right now. I'm kind of tempted to just build a planet somewhere, just a simple colony, and just fill it completely with mineral silos. It's a Tundra World Type 17. How about this one? It's an Ocean World. What's this? Ooh, okay. Clickstack Union have broken off the non-aggression pact with the Savrar and Kampar states. That's fascinating. Ooh, and a Zum mandate. Star charts. Yeah, we're kind of getting into the point that the Zum mandate is down here, and they're starting to, piss in our cereal, so to speak. And they're very small. Let's be honest about this. Like, we are significantly bigger than that, and soon we will have all of this territory as well. But there's still something to keep in the back of the head. So the Dolmena Confederacy is in a similar boat here as well. We want to keep our eye on that as long as we can. In the meantime, is there anything new I can survey? It doesn't appear to be the case. The Templar states. What are these guys? These are the United Sovereign Templar Sons, apparently. They don't like us very much. So let's see if we can get a colony ship and just build a bunch of range and screening destroyers. Just by the hundreds, really. Let's crank them out. And we still got 9,000 minerals remaining anyway. So, Celestial Throne. Let's get you a starport with a laser on it. There we go. So right now I'm just starving all these dudes. I don't know whether or not we're actually losing population or not, but we are going to put dudes on there. And their happiness are completely down, mainly because of the starvation. But in the category of things that are not my problem, that right there will be pretty high on the agenda. Virtual combat arenas, I could watch them fight to death, I guess. That'd be entertaining, I would say. They are not currently generating all that much money, obviously. FX Divergence, 667. Yeah, they're not doing all that much. So let's upgrade this to a planetary capital. What's this going on with this guy? There's a separate modifier here for us. Pop.
Research
Why?
complete.
Distance from capital, 50% unhappiness. It does have a spiritualist and other shenanigans going. Ah, there we go. They're starting to leave. That's good. Okay, excellent. Okay, can I? Ooh, synthetic android Mark IV. 51 months, and that's going to improve everything by a huge margin. So let's go with that. And what's cheap? 77 months, 77 months, 46 months, 21 months. So let's go with that. Cool. Do I have that colony ship yet? No, but I also need to look for a decent place, like this Tundra world, for instance. Let's go and speed things up a little bit. Let's try to get that colony ship underway. Okay, hold on. I got 8 out of 7. I do have 8 out of 7, don't I? Yeah. The Vag Celestial Throne, so. That's kind of annoying. Okay. So I was waiting for this colony ship to be finished so I can park my, to basically turn it into a hub where I can just basically build everything that I need in terms of materials. So I can just use it as a giant storage facility, really. What's this? Powerful pop? Oh, the click-suck these dudes. So let's suppress their media and basically screw them. Because I'm not really interested in your bullshit right now there, ClickStack Union. I just crushed your people. You do not have anything to say about this at all. Good, good. Yeah, there's a couple more worlds here, and all of these worlds down here, they're not really all that interesting, at the moment at least. So we'll just leave that as it is. Okay. Some siege battleships would be good. What's this? Dolmana Consolidated Orsinian Sun. So Dolmana are actually integrating something. Yeah, these guys to be specific. They're still having serious problems with the Unbidden. And the Unbidden are growing very rapidly at the moment. Like, the Dolmana Confederacy is literally nothing on the map anymore. Like, they're all being pushed back. They have lost a lot of their worlds up here, which is fine for us because it just means that we're going to take a lot. It's going to be easier for us to take all those worlds as we colonize all the way down. So that's the main thing right there. Anyway, where was this continental world? Or let's go with this one. Okay, so 87, something good. This is going to be a mineral stockpile world anyway, so it's not really a problem. All synthetic androids, of course, as it should be. And let's build some screening cruisers there, and some more siege BBs, Callum Prime, some brawler destroyers, or range destroyers. Let's go for the ranged ones, because we don't really use the brawlers anymore anyway. Not till Heinlein comes out, when we're kind of forced to do so. But yeah, at the moment, we'll just abuse the mechanics from the current patch Asimov as much as we can. And Heinlein is coming out in, I think, late next month. Not entirely sure, but we'll have a dev diary about that soon anyway, about the next stage. And that's all going to be about fallen empires and how they can awaken. And they have super capitals called Titans. It's going to be really cool. I'm really looking forward to it. So we'll see how that pans out. Miko Nas, in the meantime, are worrying me. They got 2 ring worlds. They are being slowly swallowed by the Unbidden. The Unbidden haven't been a problem for me so far, but I wouldn't be surprised if that is going to be a problem at some time in the future. So we should be ready for that. So let's get a couple of defense platforms. Nothing too crazy. Let's get some missiles on that if we can. So it's Unbidden. They need actually mediums in this case then, yeah. Yes, so Unbidden is missiles. Do I even have those though? It appears I don't. Okay, that's fine. Let's go back to Lodges then. Let's get tachyons on there. And just auto-complete this design. So, Gate. Oh, Fate also works. Geist it is. What? Geisted? Cool. Okay. So, a couple construction ships. We'll set them up in here. So, they're pretty expensive, but not that expensive. So, we're just going to set up a couple here. And we'll do the same in this system as well. Just to make sure that the Unbidding can become a serious problem if they try to, get in there. Which would be annoying. It's something that I'm not particularly keen on. Alright, cool. We're running out of minerals. Can I cancel this one? I should be able to. Yes. Okay, so I will build this one here. So you can see the defense station setup screen is completely broken at the moment. There's a lot of ghosting going on, which is not something that I'm particularly happy with. But what are you gonna do, right? See, as you can see, that's just like AI. Just like building artifacts everywhere from the construction menu. All right, cool. What do we got? Non-aggression pact. Non-aggression pact with the sovereign Campflower states. Okay. Are they in a? Hold on. Let me. Overlord of the demo. Yeah, that's fine. Rivals with the Synth Collective. Non-aggression pact. A defensive pact with the Democratic Polarian Nations. Who the hell are those? These guys. The guys in one world, and I can basically crush within Like, ooh, there she is. 92 months. Totally worth it. Yeah. Side jump drive. Finally. I need it. Pretty desperately, actually. Just to Havagara. The Mikonas and the Havagara. Havagara. Where are you? What's going on here? What's this? Oh, the Domanic Confederacy is expanding inside of Mikonas territory. That is unexpected. United Citadine Hierarchy. Non-aggression pact from the ZUM mandates. Yeah, that's fine. Migration treaties. There's some election going on. We need to support some dude. The Golrothi. Yeah, they're not really all that interesting to us. Did that one world ever get colonized? I don't see it anywhere. As he says. Alright, cool. I'm now 8 out of 7. And it was in that sector, which meant that it's basically lost. And I'll probably have to redo it. That is annoying. Let's keep suppressing this here media. I wish I could do something more with this, to be honest. The Click Sacro Patriarch, sure, you know, they're being annoying, etc. But there's nothing much we can do with them at this moment in time. And I wish we could do more with them. Sentient combat AI. I was waiting for the point where we, you know, we get an AI uprising within our own territory. That'd be incredibly hilarious. Okay. Am I slowly but steadily purging this world? Why will people not die? I'm trying to starve you to death here. Okay, so why are you not happy of all things? Starvation. You're a robot. You are a robot. Why are you starving, you piece of shit? Ugh. Ah, the things you do, man. We'll just leave that running for this episode and see what comes out of that. But that's. Are you serious? Oh my dear lord! They did, in fact, take back a bunch of territory. This is This is unacceptable, and this will not stand. And I will have to crush them like the bugs they are. All right, let's take a look. Options. These guys are protected underneath the Templar state stars, even. How about these guys, the Dis Empire? Cthulhu face dudes. Okay. Non-aggression pacts with almost everybody. They're inferior to us. If we declare war on them, what could we get out of it? We could almost make them a tributary.
Evading hostile fleet.
What the hell? Oh, I see. Well, it was going to happen sooner or later anyway, so not completely unexpected. Let's reset the fleet over at primary alpha. We're going to push them back. Unbidden have decided to get in towards my territory. They've messed with my shit, and now it's on. They've got a 70k fleet that's floating around here. That is highly unfortunate for them, because it's not going to be enough, especially considering my fleet power is way bigger than theirs in pretty much every way, shape, or form. Siege classes. Yeah, we're just building so many destroyers as well. Okay. We lost 1 defense station. They have 10 battleships and 25 escorts. So, begun this war has. We're going to have to go after their capital. I'm actually kind of surprised that we don't have a common enemy modifier with the Mikonas. Like, they kind of like us, I guess. Can we get some deal going on here, guys? Do you want some minerals? I don't know. Here, have some minerals for some years. I don't care.
Research complete.
Okay, what do we got? Synthetic androids. They all automatically get updated, which means that we get all the resources. Golrothi. I'm not really interested in that. Oh, and the game just had a bit of a hiccup. Whoa. Did they just increase to 138? Okay. That is starting to become worrying. Okay. Okay, this is becoming a bit of a problem. That's a 138k fleet. and they are taking down my ships, or at least my territory.
Station under attack.
That is not particularly acceptable. Okay, let's merge all of these together. That's 90k. And that's 130k. I don't think I've got enough. Yeah, this is a problem. It would appear that my fleet is not big enough at the moment. And I may have, in my hubris, waited too long for taking down the enemy.
Station under attack.
And now I will be punished for doing so by being bombarded with the sound of station under attack till the end of my days.
Station under attack.
Thank you, computer. It's good to know that my station is under attack. Okay, so as long as they're confined to this one system, I'm not too worried. They can purge this system for all I care. They'll probably send in like a void shaper or something into here, trying to expand. But we're going to need to stop this very soon. Where are they going? Are they jumping out? Jesus, guys, it's 25 battleships. They're beyond ridiculously powerful as well. Bye. Have a good time. And they're just hanging out. Okay. Well, at least it gives us something to, aim for in terms of fleet size. They will probably send a constructor in at some point, but yeah. We'll have to probably make a run for the unbidden gate at some point. Especially once we have the excuse me one moment. Especially once we have the... God damn it, Pops. I don't have time for this right now. What was I going to say? Especially once we have our fleet in size and we can start banging on their gate. And, we need we need at least 150 fleet power to take these bad boys down. And that is a significant amount. So let's dock this fleet for the moment at 02. And I will wrap up this episode with the thought of today. The thought of the day. Am I a dumbass for waiting this long? For a, if you agree, then put a like on there, and if you disagree, also put a like on there. I think that's a good way of gauging that. My name is ASpec, and I wish you all a good fight, good night, and I'm an idiot for waiting too long.